A 57-cent part inside the ignition switch led to millions of recalls and 13 deaths. That was uncovered as General Motors CEO Mary Barra continued her testimony in Washington. Correspondent Lauren Adams was at the hearing, and she has more now.
For the second time in 2 days, General Motors CEO testified in front of Congress, this time to members of a Senate committee, responding to allegations that the company covered up the faulty switch and was not forthcoming with the American people.
And this is the moment now for you to say more than that you're sorry.
That was Massachusetts Senator Edward Markey's advice to Barra during Wednesday's hearing. And he wasn't alone. Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal told Barra he thinks General Motors broke the law.
I think it's likely and appropriate that GM will face prosecution based on this evidence.
The room was packed, and victims' families were there, holding pictures of their loved ones, killed because of an accident caused by a defect in their GM cars. A defect that nearly took the life of Samantha Denty, who was also on Capitol Hill this week to share her story.
Driving this car was like playing a game of Russian roulette with my safety and that of my friends.
3 different times, Denty's GM Chevy Cobalt went from 45 miles per hour to 0 miles per hour because of the faulty ignition switch. She narrowly escaped injury all 3 times.
I can't even begin to explain the fear and confusion that runs through you that moment when you have no control over your car.
Fear and confusion that these senators want to prevent any other person from feeling. That's why they questioned Barra, trying to find out what went wrong and who should be held accountable. One committee member, Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill, said the problem isn't the people who worked to build the cars. The problem is GM's corporate culture.
They and the American public were failed by a corporate culture that chose to conceal rather than disclose, and by a safety regulator that failed to act.
Barra says she and the company will cooperate with any investigations, and she will hold employees accountable if any intentional wrongdoing is revealed.